been flim flamming and whatnot, and just
I feel you.
Talking with my hands. Bad enough I unplugged it earlier. I was like, whoops. let's cancel the internet.
Because nobody needs the internet these days.
Let's cancel the internet. All right. We're live. Okay.
Yes.
Speaking of internet, so we're gonna chit, guys. Welcome to the show. You know how we do. We chit chat for a minute. We'll kind of start filtering in. So real quick, while people are filtering in, so we have this community board in my subdivision. Yeah, I'll call it subdivision. And so people, can post like, "Hey, selling something," or "Who's that peeping through my window?" Right? So today there's this post that was like, the title was Zoom etiquette. And I'm like, oh, maybe some people are kind of walking through the, complex, a little loud on their Zoom calls, or other people are loud where they're trying to work from home. So it said Zoom etiquette. And in the body of the email was like, hold on, actually, no, time out. I'm going to read this.
Yes. I need the full details.
I tried to say it. You wouldn't believe me. I know I kept it because I was like, I live with some oh no, wait, time out. No, because this is so stupid. I can't even allow myself to keep this in my, oh no. Okay. So let's work through this. It said Zoom etiquette. So it says, while you're on Zoom calls, here's some things of etiquette you need to pay attention to. For those men, especially men who are older, have nose hair. I need older men to start trimming their nose hair. Additionally, new paragraph. Additionally, you also need to tilt the camera angle so we're not staring directly up at your
nose.
And I was like, this, okay. And so I deleted it. 3 hours later, Zoom meeting etiquette. I was like, okay, maybe they're gonna come back and like retract or like, my bad, or I'm mixing this up. Men of certain age have no hair. And so it was the same paragraph or same email.
What?
Okay. So then I'm gonna delete it because like clearly somebody they woke up on one this morning or just whatever. Then at 4:00, Zoom etiquette. I said, what? I hope whoever you're talking about knows who you are and picks their nose and wipes their booger snot all over your door handle. So when you go to open your door, you get booger gums, snots, all on your hand, because that's what you get. You send it not once, not twice, but thrice. And I was like, is somebody gonna reply all and be like,
I was hoping that's where you were going with this.
Bruh, like, what are we doing right now? Forum, nobody, like,
people are just losing their minds in 2020. That's what's happening. Oh. Man, who sends the same email 3 times anyways? Like, who does that?
Not once, not twice, but thrice.
Oh my goodness, that's craziness.
We've got people in. Hey guys. Welcome to our monthly Chakra Talk. It is the first official Thursday of the month. So you know what that means. Our good friend Lauren is here with us to do our Chakra Talk. We're going to do something different this month. This hit me. Lauren, I didn't tell you this, but I think you figured it out by now. So normally for the past couple months, I've been doing horoscopes, separate videos for the month. I got kind of sick last week and then took some time off and was like, it didn't quite happen. And so I was like, you know what? I can either skip this month or do it later. And then I was like washing dishes and was like, you know what? Lauren reads cards. She throws cards.
Yeah.
Do it live and like have fun with it.
So fun.
So we're going to do that. I'm going to do a roll call, 5 paces, Clarity Girl, Cartomancy, Mystique Girl. I am so sorry if I butchered that. Sharon, hey, how are you? Cam, Ninny, Christine. It is so great seeing you guys. Jace. Side note for Jace, guys. Miss Jace Harnage she's got her own YouTube channel, and she's doing her premiere show this Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 Central, 7 Mountain Time, 5 6 Pacific. I think I covered all the time zones. Petty party. I almost said petty talk. That's not what it is. Petty party. Talking about politics and having fun and giggles. I know Johnny is going to be on with her this week as one of her first guests. So please, if you have not subscribed to Jace's YouTube channel, Jace, you're a moderator. You can actually can you put the link to your YouTube channel in the chat so people can go and check you out and subscribe to you? That would be fantastic. So check her out.
I like that name, Petty Party. It's a good name.
Put on our petty boots and doing what we're doing. So here's how this is going to work, you guys. Lauren and I literally brought out like every freaking deck. Like, how are we going to do this? We're just going to literally do a roll call. And we're going to go through and start at Aquarius because that's the only, even though I know it's Virgo season. I know Virgos, calm down. We're going to get to you. Okay? But this is the only way I know if I can start at Aquarius and work my way down.
I was wondering where that comes from. That's your thing.
I will make sure that I do it in order.
I love it.
So we're going to do that. Actually, you know what? No, we'll start with, let me not jip.
You do it your way.
We'll start with Virgo. So at bare minimum, we're definitely going to do our energy reading with our chakra deck. And then after that is a freaking free for all. We're just whatever deck grabs, whatever calls us, we're going to read from it. The amazing Larry girl has already promised she's going to go back and timestamp this for us, so you don't have to sit and watch the entire damn video if you just want to hear what's happening for Sagittarius. I don't blame you. That doesn't mean tune out, though. That doesn't mean tune out. That just means you can go back and rewatch it later and go directly to your zodiac sign, okay? All right, so we're going to start, and I'm going to do this in order. If I miss a zodiac sign, instead of cussing me out in the chat, just gently remind me. So we're going to start with the fantastic Virgos. I think one of my signs is in Virgo. I think my moon, Libra, rising, underbelly is in Virgo.
Virgo is my nemesis. So
is it really?
Because I'm a Pisces sun, which is the opposition of Virgo, and my Saturn is in Virgo, which is like the teacher. So like all my lessons are Virgo based. Like, get your act together.
Interesting. That's
yeah.
My nemesis. Well, I won't go there. Okay, we'll find out when we get to that side. So, 2 cards for chakra. And so for Virgos, first thing we have is the self-esteem card. Self-esteem is your solar plexus chakra. This is your house of action, your house of willpower. This is your house of fire. Okay, so the first card you get is your self-esteem card, talking about confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride. You're carrying something over from August, which makes sense in all fairness because we're only at September 3rd, right? That was challenging something in your solar plexus chakra. So basically something that is testing how you view yourself, how you're feeling about yourself, okay? What I'm feeling with this is don't believe the funk, okay? Take power and take charge and know that whatever is challenging your self-esteem is an illusion. It's an optical illusion. It's not real. It's not a real threat. Okay. So work on rebuilding and building the self-esteem, and not by rebuilding as I'm going to go cut my hair. I'm going to go save money. It's actually just standing in the mirror sometimes and just remembering the power that you have and who you are. Okay. Broken clock time, broken record time. What do I always say? When you have an area in your solar plexus chakra, guess what's going to come up behind it, and it's going to be your third eye. So this one is intelligence, okay? So these play very well, actually, with the message that I just got, which is this one is about perception, knowledge, and flexibility, using your intelligence. You have to intelligently look and use discernment to whatever you think is blocking or casting judgment on you, which is causing you to have some issues with your self-esteem. Look at it through a educated and intelligent filter. If your partner is like, you're doing this and playing the blame game, instead of getting caught up in it, take a step back. What is my partner doing that is contributing to this? So really using your third eye, using that perspective to take a bigger look and using your intuition to go, what's causing this? Or is my issue with my self-esteem so off that it's starting to kind of calcify and block my ability to look at the situation using my third eye? So that's what we have from a chakra perspective. Lauren, I'll go to you for an oracle, and then I'll come back for an oracle. And then
Perfect. Love it. Okay, so for Virgo, I'm pulling from a deck that is the well-being cards, and these are an Abraham Hicks card series that are just have really good messaging. So I choose my unique path to joy, and it says no one can create in your experience, for no one can control where you direct your thought. On the path to your happiness, you will discover all that you want to be, do, or have. So I think that relates a lot to what you were just talking about with the third eye and worrying about somebody else in that dynamic, and, you know, being more confident, getting back that self-esteem so that you can choose that path for happiness and knowing that you have that ability within yourself.
Right on. Yep. I just keep hearing it's not you, it's them. Virgo's also very analytical. So just make sure that you don't use that energy of analytics to put yourself through the ringer.
Yeah.
Use that to sift through the situation and look at everything objectively. Okay. I'm going to pull a tarot real quick and just get a tarot card for Virgo. And I'm getting the Ten of Swords. Okay. Ten of Swords traditionally means major change, loss. I'm feeling that whatever, Virgo, for this Ten of Swords for you, and look at the cake she's carrying it. Okay.
That's amazing.
Let go of whatever is causing this doubt, whatever is weighing on you that's causing you this. Let go of whatever energy that does not serve you right now. And that's what needs to go. This is going to be the loss. And it may feel like you're losing other things or you're losing an attachment to something, but really it's serving your best purpose of letting whatever you need to let go. Want to do one more oracle?
Sure. And I just want to say on that, you know, the swords relate back to the quality of air. And for me, like the air quality goes back to that third eye center. Because if you breathe in through the nose, you can help access an opening and an awareness in that space. So I do think that correlates that way too. Yeah, let me grab another card. I'm going to pull from a different deck. So this is called Divine Droppings, which sounds kind of weird. I know. Sounds kind of awkward. We're going to pull one.
Divine pooplet messages. Little poop.
Exactly. Little poop droppings of brilliant messages. Okay, like this one. The grace of spirit defies logic. I mean, that is so Virgo. That's so Virgo. It's exactly what you were just saying. Like the over analytical aspect can help you it can create that calcification of just that deeper awareness. So connect with spirit and let go of always trying to make everything logical. Go with your intuition.
Have to.
Yeah.
Virgo, let go of what does not hold you. Stop being so daggum analytical towards yourself, towards others. Walk in the spirit. Let go.
Enjoy your birthday too.
And enjoy your birthday. Happy birthday, Virgos. All right. So full transparency, and I think I said this during my last month's horoscope reading, my butt puckers whenever it comes to Libra, because that's my sign. So I'm always like, what's about to happen? Like, it's fun for all the other zodiac signs until it gets to Libra, and I'm like, oh, it's got real. Okay, so luscious Libras, let's take a look first at your chakra system for September. And then, Lauren, if you want to start queuing up oracle card, and then we'll go from there. So Libra, first card we get is your sacral chakra with relationships. Okay, remember your sacral chakra is your house of emotions. It is your house of pleasure and joy. It is also your house of creativity because it's located near your nether region. So it makes sense where all of that is, right? So this is about relationships and how you view relationships, intimacy, freedom, acceptance, and trust. Who are you putting your trust in right now? And who is the most important relationship to you? This is so on it for Libra because Libras, we are based on relationships. What is our relationship? To our detriment, to where we lose relationship with ourselves.
Yes.
Who is the most important relationship to you right now, Libra? And it damn well better be yourself. And if you say anybody else, you have failed this portion of the quiz. And I have to hold myself accountable as well. Take a look at your relationships. How are you being intimate with yourself? Before you get your minds out of the gutter, that's not what I mean. What is intimate? Are you whispering sweet nothings into your own ear? Are you speaking your own love language to yourself? Okay. Stop putting so much. I know relationships mean a lot to us because we feel that we can't do anything in this world without having those strategic partnerships, but we got to have that strategic partnership with ourselves first. Okay. You cannot gain trust and acceptance from others until you trust yourself and you accept yourself first. So sacral chakra, relationships, personal boundaries. Okay. This is another solar plexus chakra. Wow. How well this is tied in with holding your relationship holding your relationship with yourself first. This is going to make sure that the only way you can do that is by setting personal boundaries. Okay. This is again about choice, assertiveness, empowerment, and most importantly, authenticity. And I have been feeling this, especially the last few days, of I need to set a personal boundary. I may need to say no a little bit more. I may need to say yes to myself a little bit more. And this is all about that accountability and using your personal boundaries to hold yourself accountable to making sure that you are the most important relationship that you have in your life right now for September.
I mean, the card I pulled is so in line with exactly what you're talking about. Seeking approval of others hinders my joyousness. If the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you are in trouble. But if you depend upon only your connection with your own inner being, then everything in your experience falls into alignment. Yeah. I mean, that is exactly the conversation. Personal boundaries, self-acceptance, not only defining yourself by your relationship with somebody else.
Yeah. Ooh, read that. I need you to talk one more time, a little bit louder for the people in the back. Let's one more time.
Okay, if the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you are in trouble. But if you depend only upon your connection with your own inner being, then everything in your experience falls into alignment.
Right on it.
Yep, same message, different words.
Let's do a self-care for Libra for October. What do we have from the self-care oracle? God. Be still.
Wow.
Be still. Jace talks about this all the time. If you have not heard her mention this, well, you haven't heard her, but if you've not read her say that, because she says this a lot in the chat, there's something about being still. There is something about stillness that is sometimes the only way to get clarity.
Yes.
You just got to be still.
Yes.
So let me break this down for Libra, because we tend to be busybodies. We're and a little petty and nosy too, because we don't like to be in the drama. We just like to watch the drama. So let me relate this to Libra. Watch the drama and just sit back. Don't have an emotional stake like we're like, oh, but just sit back and watch. Watch. Use this time for stillness as if you're watching two people go, have whatever. you will pick up so much more in this being still. You have one more. Do you have any other messages, Lauren?
I've got one more.
Okay.
So as I allow the mask of my behavior to dissolve and embrace the fears which motivated me, I experience my wholeness. So it comes back to that inner knowing, that inner stillness, letting go of the mask, and those being reflective of yourself, not reflecting only based on others' perception of you.
Yeah. We can't help it, Libras. I know that's that's really our kryptonite in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
This how do people perceive me and what I do, and sometimes it's how do I perceive me and what I do. So, all right, Libra, build your relationship with your star player and hold yourself accountable. Right. Let's take a look at Scorpio, our November babies. So for Scorpio, we have some more sacral chakra work. This is about emotions. Emotions, okay? Feelings, expression, mood, and balance. Emotions are neither right nor wrong. They just are. I'm going to say this one more time. Emotions are neither right nor wrong. They just are. It's almost like looking at a car. It's a red car. It's a blue car. The engine, the motor, everything's the same. It's just a red car or a blue car. This is what I'm hearing for you guys for September. Almost treat it as the same. When it's dealing with your emotions, Scorpio, or somebody else's, don't put too much weight or stock into it. It's neither right nor wrong. It just is. Because I keep hearing, don't let the emotions overcharge you. Don't let them take over. Don't let them control you, because that's followed also with the heart chakra. The heart chakra is our ability to give and receive love without judgment, without expectation, and without guilt. And so forgiveness, okay, ties really well with the emotions card, okay? You will be able to forgive a lot easier yourself and others when you just remember that emotions are neither right nor wrong. They just are. They just are. They're like opinions. Everybody has them. Everybody's entitled to them, but it doesn't make it right nor wrong. Stop putting emphasis on that emotion was right at the time. That emotion was wrong at the time. It just was, and it's going to change. Okay. So sacral chakra with emotions and heart chakra with forgiveness. One
of my teachers always says feelings are not facts, and I think that's such a powerful statement. Like it's not a yes or no. It's just the way you are in that moment, and they pass. So you got to just let them pass. But I have from the Esther Hicks deck. The more I appreciate, the better I feel. The better I feel, the more I am allowing who I am to flow through me. The more that I allow who I am to flow through me, the better I feel. So it comes back to just allowing yourself to, let the emotions pass and focus on gratitude.
That's heavy. So I'm pulling from the Rebel deck, which I love because the Rebel deck, you tend to just kind of ask a question and it gives you a very sarcastic answer. So I keep asking, so I'm going, what is it with these emotions and owning and letting go? And your message was just right on point. And I got stop bleeping whining. Stop whining. And it says, no one wants to listen to that. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world. So whatever this emotions that are causing you to feel, do, judge, whatever, stop whining. Because remember, it's just an emotion. It's not fact, like Lauren says. It's just, it is, and let it go. And reclaim your strength. Take that back. There's something, again, with that card with forgiveness and being able to forgive and let go. Not forget, but let go. It's just stop whining. Just move on. In this instance, it's okay to move on because if you're attaching it to an emotion, it's neither right nor wrong. It just is at that point.
So the card I just pulled is like so in line with what you just said that I'm cracking up. So I have this other deck and it's called the Yogic Path. And the card that I just pulled is Santosha, which is contentment, is what that means. So like, stop freaking complaining, like learn how to be content. Like, it is literally perfectly aligned with what you just spoke on.
Oh, stop whining. So let's look at our Sagittarius. All right, Saggies, let's get you guys locked in and on deck. So for Sagittarius, first thing we get is money, finances, power, generosity, and abundance. So again, tapping into that root chakra.
Yeah.
Root chakra is all about how secure do I feel? Do I have an abundance? Okay. You have to plan, because those who fail to plan to fail. It is okay to set goals. Don't miss out on, don't be so hyper focused on the attribution of money. Use it as a goal and not a lifestyle and not a mindset. So what I'm saying is, if the focus is on money, there may have been, you may be looking at car repairs, or housing, or something that, and because right now we're not in the greatest financial shape right now. There's a lot of people hurting, and you're looking at, how do I stack my deck up? How do I get myself in better footing? And it's a lot of that focus is on money, and I get it. But the way to attract more money is to remind yourself that you have what you need. So change the mindset from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. Yes. It's going to come to me. I proclaim it. It is mine. I will find the money some way, somehow, to pay that bill. No, Sagittarius, that you are skillful, you're resourceful. You will put the chess pieces in play, and then it'll happen. So the money focus is charging your brain to think about abundance and not scarcity. And then another chakra card with family. So maybe your attachment to money and concern about money is surrounded with family. Hi, puppy.
Sorry.
I love your little fluffy white dog. Family. How are you creating an abundant lifestyle, an abundance for your family? So again, not necessarily looking at the tangible, the financial, but how are you creating a tribe where people feel loved, in a community where people can come in and out, and feel like they can contribute? How do you feel that you can contribute to your tribe and your family? So a lot of root chakra work here with Sagittarius.
So the card that I just pulled is, whatever I give attention to, wanted or unwanted, I am creating. So you were born with a magnificent emotional guidance system that lets you know in every moment exactly what your vibrational content is, which is being matched by the law of attraction. And it is your desire to feel good and your practice to choose good feeling thoughts. Only good things will come to you. It's exactly what you were just speaking of on abundance. Yes. It's the law of attraction, and knowing that you have to be grateful and know that what you have is enough. And then you allow more of that to flow back to you. I mean, it's exactly what you were just speaking on.
It will come to you. And I've been there. I've been there. Right. So I'm not going to tell somebody to stop worrying. And when you're sitting at the 0 hour, like, how the hell am I going to? I need $100 more to pay this rent. I've been there. I get it. What it's saying is just, it's going to come, and that's where faith with the big F and a little F that you play. Spirit Animal Oracle. So you get, this is so important point that you just said. This is the beetle spirit, which is saying magic works through you. Magic works through you. So instead of using the fear of how do I create this abundance, how do I get this money, just know that you're going to attract it. That magic is going to flow through you to bring it to you. Some way, somehow.
I love that. And I just pulled another one from the yogic path. And this one is Satya. It's a really beautiful card. And Satya is truthfulness. So it's speaking your truth and allowing your truth to be aligned with your thoughts, your words, your actions. So it's a powerful tool.
Some throat chakra sounds.
That's exactly. Yeah. Very much.
So we're starting to see, this is why I do this like January, so my brain's all messed up. So
now you're at Aquarius.
Actually, in Capricorn. You skipped Aquarius. Because remember, end of December, early January.
Oh, Capricorn.
So, Cappies, let's take a look at you. I have some very close family members and friends who are Capricorns, so sending love to you all. Let's take a look real quick at our Capricorns. For some reason, I'm singing Jamiroquai going through a Black Capricorn day in my head. So there's a recurring theme. So let's take a step back for a second. Let's pause. This is the third zodiac sign now where we have the solar plexus chakra. You got to take a note about that. So that means energetically, there's something going on that is causing us to really take a look at where we align our powers. And if memory serves, I did a energy reading on Trump today. I believe he had the solar plexus chakra too. May or may not. Also did one on Biden that's coming out this weekend. And I know Biden had it as well. So there's something energetically going on with our solar plexus chakra. This right now is talking about trust. Not trust. Gosh darn it. I can read backwards. Choice. You have the choice. What choices are you making? Are you making the choice, or is the choice making you? Are you making the choice, or has the choice made you? A lot of times people feel like they're caught between a rock and a hard place. They don't have an option. They don't have a choice. Yes, you do. You damn well do. Okay. The moment you stop believing that you have the choice, because sometimes the choice is no, I'm not going to do option A or option B. As my dad reminds me often, he's like, you feel like you're in a rock hard place. No, you're not. There's another option. It's not doing either. And that's the message that I'm getting for you guys right now. Choose option 3. You have the choice. Use your free will. Don't let anybody back baby into the corner. Okay.
Love that.
Free will and your choice. And then you also get the heart chakra card with connection. Remember, Capricorns, I love y'all dearly. I want y'all to remember, I said love y'all dearly for a reason. Connection without love, there's a reason why it's the heart chakra. Universal connection, support. Capricorns are very self-sufficient. One of the most self-sufficient zodiac signs. I got this, and I carry others. Allow people to support you as well. That is an act of love. That is a love language, allowing people to love on you and support you.
The card I got is so Capricorn that I'm just kind of cracking up to myself, but it is not my work to control others. Trying to come on. Trying to limit anybody about anything defies the laws of the universe. It cannot be done. You cannot control others, but you can control and create your own reality. I mean, Capricorns to me are just so like, they know exactly what they want it to be. They're so regimented, and control can end up being a challenge. And the heart chakra really is a way to help lessen that. So the heart card really aligns beautifully with that, because when you can tune into your heart, you let go of control a bit. You recognize that things will be okay.
Yeah. And using that choice to not be controlling.
Absolutely.
Not option B.
Absolutely.
Let's take another path. So I pulled some tarot for our Capricorns.
Yes.
We get the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords traditionally is like the card that makes everybody's heart sink and butt pucker. This is about heartbreak, betrayal, pain. It could actually physically too be about cardiovascular, heart, blood problems. I don't know how to sugarcoat this. There may be a perceived heartbreak, a loss, a betrayal. But as I always feel, and one of my great unofficial tarot mentors, Johnny from Tarot's Apprentice, always says, there's never bad cards in a tarot. It just gives you a heads up. It just gives you some perspective, something to think about. Heartbreak and betrayal are a little easier to deal with when you know it's coming. When you, and also with that, think about everything that we just said. Stop controlling. Use instead of option A or B, look at option C. See what you can do love, using that loving to create that support to mitigate whatever potential loss, whatever heartbreak, whatever sadness may come up for you for September.
I like that. So I've got one more of the divine droppings, and this one is just because someone doesn't. I know the name is ridiculous. It's like every time. I know every time, but the cards are always really good, so that's why I just let it go. But I will, just because someone doesn't meet my expectations of how to love doesn't mean they don't love me. So I mean, my goodness, So it's like what you just said, but sometimes it's not even necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's about our perception. So sometimes we're heartbroken. And it's only because of how we're perceiving things. You know, if your expectations of somebody are here and they're meeting you at the best they can, sometimes you have to learn to adjust. Yeah. And learn how to relate differently. So very aligned to your card.
I was thinking that too. But I didn't want to keep going on and on. I was getting that too. Like sometimes it's you that creates your heartbreak.
Yeah.
So, but it's a lot easier to deal with when you can look at everything and kind of deal with it as it is. So
that's right.
Aquarius, let's take a look at you guys. This emotions card is coming up again. So this is now the third or fourth sign where we've gotten our sacral chakra. So emotions. I'm actually feeling, this is so funny too, because Aquarius tends to be one of the least emotional signs of the zodiac. You don't have to deal with the thing that you hate the most, which is emotions and your own emotions. Good Lord, Aquarius. I love y'all, but y'all avoid your own emotions like it is nobody's business. Y'all run from it and will run into a brick wall to avoid dealing with your own emotions. Guess what, boo-boo kitty? You got to deal with them this month, okay? Let's take a look at how you can also deal with them, okay? So I'm going to use these cards a little bit differently. So how are you going to be able to deal with your emotions? So let's use the second card as I'm almost going to say what's the word I'm looking for? A coping mechanism, a coping skill to deal with your emotions. And this is physical health, okay? So let's look at it this way. When these emotions are coming in, these things that I hate because I'm very tactical and tactile and doing and dealing, and I'm like Virgos, y'all are the spreadsheet queens and kings, and I got to start dealing with these emotions. How do I get out of here and out of here? Go exercise. It's fall. We're about to deal with some very beautiful weather. Do something physical.
Yes.
Meditate, chant, do something with your body, because that's also going to help you pay attention to your root chakra and taking care of the physical body. So it's a win-win, more bang for your buck. Deal with emotions by getting up and physically outletting and doing something. What you got, ma'am?
Okay, I've got the universe is big enough to fulfill my every intent. The universal manager has the ability to bring everyone a vibrational match to what they are giving their attention to without depriving anyone else of what they are wanting. This comes back to abundance, and it comes back to, it's that same kind of energy. It's a little different than what you pulled, but I don't know. What do you got on that?
We'll do this. Is this the deck that I want? What deck do I want? See if this card makes sense.
Yeah,
it does. Okay. Going back to abundance. So this is the Affirmators deck. Little unicorns. I love unicorns. So this is about abundance. And it says, congratulations. It seems you are due for an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it. Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. You're about to eat a whole, instead of humble pie, you're about to eat a big old abundance pie. Okay. If you're reluctant to take it, shut your pie hole. I added pie hole. It's your pie hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone. So get your whipped cream ready, unless you're lactose intolerant. It does actually say that in the card. Lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. So again, abundance.
Mm-hmm.
Don't harp on the abundance of the emotions, and there's too much.
Yes.
harp on, I have the skills and everything I need to deal with the emotions. I have an abundance of skills. I have an abundance of resources to deal with this thing that I hate, which is this emotional stuff that's like,
yes,
it's there for you. You have it. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Get your big girl spoon and eat it. The abundance is, it's good. It's a very, that's very positive. It's coming for you and at you.
Yeah, you read my mind on how the abundance comes back to the emotions. Like that's exactly where my intuition was going. Like you have the tools, the abundance of emotions it'll help you feel more in your life. Like it's more fulfilling. So it's a new experience.
You know, Christine, I do my own deck. They'd either be illegal or highly like X-rated, and I just don't know. And not X-rated for like nudie, but just like every other word would be like a cuss word. I don't know.
Christine, I'm with you. I totally agree. You need your own deck.
I keep it real. I've been wanting to do a chakra deck for a while, so
yes,
I'm do a chakra deck.
I think it's in your future.
I just can't draw to save my life, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, so Pisces. I didn't even have to look up what comes after Aquarius. I know because I have a sister that's Aquarius and I have a sister that's Pisces, and her birthday damn week. 3 days apart, and that's the weirdest crap to me because Michelle is February 17th and Londi is February 22nd. They're 3 days apart, two completely different astrological signs. Mm-hmm. It's just, and they're like so different, but that's so funny. And their birthdays 3 days apart. But then me and my other sister, side note, are 4 days apart, but we're both Libras. I don't know. Okay. So that timing just works out. So Pisces, self-expression, your throat chakra. I get this for you guys. This is about speaking your truth. So for people who are emotional, because remember your Pisces is a what is the emotional sign? Help me, Lauren. It's a
the fish.
Yes.
Is that what you said? I missed what you said.
Pisces. They're not an air sign. They're
they're water. Yeah, water. I thought you said what's the picture of it?
No, the water sign.
It's Jace, a fish because they're a water sign.
Water sign. Side note, Jace, thank you so much for the super chat. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. So the misconception about water signs is that because they're emotional, they're good at speaking what they're feeling and whatever. Nope. So this is telling you self-expression. I need you to say what you're feeling. I need you to express, see how and it's so funny because look at even how the bird, her mouth is open. She's singing. She's talking. She's shout, let it out. Let it out. Don't let it get trapped because that's going to back up like a bad toilet, like a bad case of constipation. And then when you take the X-Lax, it's like really, really bad because you let it block up so much. Excuse me for being graphic, but that's just how I envision it. Get it out. Use your throat chakra, okay? And then you get the base chakra also, which is the actual root chakra. How you see yourself fitting into this big picture that is the earthly sphere. Talk it out. Maybe even talk it out with the therapists, friends, family, trusted, because when you don't talk about it, it is going to filter down and trickle down because remember, crap rolls downhill and it's going to start impacting your base chakra and your root chakra.
That's right. And as a Pisces sun, I'm taking in your message. So I'm processing. And what's really funny about it is that last month I did a whole course with one of my teachers who's an astrologer, Dr. Lennox, on using your voice. And it was like life-changing because I'm like, okay, it's exactly what you said. Like just because we're super emotional doesn't mean we always know how to fully express that emotion. And I learned so much about communication. So you're right on point for me. The card I pulled from this Abraham Hicks, I can't speak tonight. Abraham Hicks is we are all working towards the same goal, joy. Whether it seems like it or not, you are all working towards the ultimate goal of joy. You are just approaching things in different ways, and all of it is working.
Yep.
So I think that's so on point with using your throat and really communicating your desires. That's when you really find a deeper joy. And that has been my experience recently is like the more that I express what it is I want, where it is I'm going, the more joyful I am, the more I'm in my own power, and that brings that sense of happiness.
And speaking of that joy and happiness, I pulled a card, a message card from the Crystal Power Tarot. And this is the Ace of Wands, and it says, I'm inspired to follow my passion. I am inspired to follow my passion. Using your voice, speaking, finding, it's all about, again, what you're saying, finding that joy. That all aligns really, really well for Pisces. So own it, knock it out of the park, guys. This one's yours.
Absolutely. So I pulled one more card for Pisces on the yogic deck, and it's asana, which is funny because I'm a yoga teacher. And so apparently we need to get our butts on our mats, which I have actually been good about lately. But asana is more than just the poses. It's also comes back to just being seated and still, because asana actually, the word means seat. And so it's about moving your body, but also finding time for stillness. That's how we feel more aligned to use our voice and spark that joy.
Yeah. Asana. Let's go to Aries next.
Yes.
So our Aries, you guys get another throat chakra card. This one's about communication. Again, you would think with Aries, can talk, can say whatever. No, when it comes to expressing divine truth, their internal divine truth, I notice some very good Aries friends of mine struggle with this. So again, using your throat chakra, this is about communication. Another thing I notice about some of the Aries that I know too is they say it and they're like, oh shoot, should I have said that? How am I communicating? And sometimes to the point where it blocks them up, kind of like that X-Lax scenario I gave earlier, where it blocks them up so much. And then when they finally release it, it does tend to come out like, blah, 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 and then they're like, oh, should I have said that, right? Y'all know, come on, Aries. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Did I hit a little close to home? Okay. This is about your self-expression. So again, don't let it build up and back up. And also start putting so much of a filter on what you say. It's going to come out. So say it out. It's all about the intention behind being said, which is really, in all honesty, the crux of the throat chakra. It's not so much saying it. It is the intention of what you're saying, divine truth. Okay. You also, what is this? Fifth time now where we've gotten the solar plexus chakra card again. This is about inner child. I actually am hearing you may need to do some inner child work this month. Okay. One of the best ways to heal that inner child is there's an exercise that I learned a couple years ago going through like learning to be a counselor, which is what would you say to your inner child? If you could go talk to, like, when I need to talk to young Adrienne, what would I say to her as older Adrienne? And what advice would I give her? I've done that a lot, and that helps. So talk to yourself, forgive yourself, coach your young self. Even if it's sometimes going, hey, you know what? I know at age 6 and you're being bullied and mom and dad are fighting and it just does not feel like it's going to get better. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into the future. It actually does. And you would be amazed of it just releases that burden, that stress, that hurt that you've been carrying with you. So do some inner child work. That's a great way to take back control of your life.
So I pulled 2 cards and they are like spot on with what you said. I love how the synergy keeps working, but it's ask for what you want, express what you feel, tell the truth, and you are free. So this goes exactly back to that first card, like saying what you really want to say, and not holding up until it's all pent up. And, they're cardinal fire. So they just want to like spit it out, but using your voice to really share, not letting it get all built up so that you are more apt to just let it all spew. So that's what I've got.
So I pulled a self-care oracle, and for you guys, I'm getting dream journal. So I said this last month for Libras. I said August was going to be intense for dreams. Keep a dream journal.
Yep.
And it was, because I've noticed now that we're getting more into September, my dreams are not as like crazy as they were. So here's where I want you guys to kind of help again with that that divine messaging. What do I need to say? How do I communicate? Sometimes it comes to us in our dreams. Okay,
Yes.
Freud did say dreams are the subconscious being the conscious of the unconscious to the square to the hypothalamus of the whatever. Freud, we got you. Your dreams basically they're trying to give you messages, and if you're at a loss, I need to say something. I don't know how to do this. How do universe, God, spirit, whatever you believe in, how do I work through these problems? It can come through your dreams. Write them down and keep a dream journal. That's going to help you navigate some of these waters coming up.
Dream journals there is nothing more valuable. I mean, it changes my life when I am consistently doing it. So the other card that I pulled is the Muladhara, which is the root chakra. And I think that comes back to inner child work for me. I think so much of those inner child issues help us or give us, pause in our root. And when we do that inner child work, it makes us more grounded. It makes us feel more connected to our center, our, right to be here, our I am. So I think that is very aligned.
I did, things come to me when they're not supposed to. So I was washing dishes a couple months ago and reflected on something that happened in my childhood that stems to how I deal with things now. And it was this small little scenario that I didn't even realize subconsciously I had put so much blame on myself for. But I was like, wait a minute, nobody would have been able to figure that. You were 6. Literally, you were 6. Let that go. And then I started some more work and looking at how my parents actually really did have my back in that situation. I just didn't see it because I was 6. And it's just how much healing. And I was like, wow, no wonder that small little molecule, that small little incident when I was 6 shaped so much of me as an adult. And just so healing. It's just such a inner child work. Do it when you can.
Yes. Yeah. And that's such a gift to have those memories just pop up and give you that opportunity to reflect on, wait, what did that create within me? That, in that moment, it's all these patterns get created in these moments. And sometimes it's just our own, it's always our own interpretation of what's happening. We put our own lens on things and it changes who we are. So
I even called my dad and was like, hey,
what?
Sacramento, awesome. 1983. Do you remember?
That's so awesome.
I know you don't remember, but I just want to say thank you because, and it's just.
Aww, I love that.
Amazing. So let's look at Taurus. Taurus the tiger, terrific Taurus. Let's look at you guys. So again, this is 5th or 6th time now. Throat chakra, speaking your divine truth. Okay. Also need y'all to listen. I need you to weigh the scales. Okay. I need you to speak and I need you to listen. Equal parts, speaking and listening. That is going to be the key to get your behinds out of some trouble some checks that you may cash. You will find it. So being NSF, and when that check bounces because you wrote a check you can't cash, I need you to speak and listen. That will give you the available funds in your karmic checking account to handle for September. Okay. You are also getting the third eye chakra, which is seeing. Okay. That's all about that perception. How do you use your perspective, your truth, your knowledge, clarity? Open your third eyes this month. That also goes back to listening more than speaking. When you listen more, that'll also help you open that third eye and give you a little bit more perspective and perception. What you got, ma'am?
So this card is so Taurus. You are an extension of source energy here in these magnificent physical bodies. The amazing diversity of your time-space reality provides the perfect balance from which to create and attract. There has never been a better time to be upon your planet. So, I mean, Taurus is I just think Earth. Every time I think Taurus, such Earth energy. And this is all about being grounded in your body. So I love that for Taurus, just remembering that quality that they have at such a pure essence, right? Utilizing it.
Own it. It's yours.
Exactly. Yes.
So I pulled a tarot for Taurus. See if we did that. You guys are getting the 7 of Cups. Again, the 7 of Cups tends to be this card that's about fantasy. It could be lust or greed. It can also be about confusion or being overwhelmed. Okay. This is one of those cards to me that whenever I see it pop up when I'm doing a tarot reading, I'm like, house sway. So I actually want you to take that approach that I just took. When you're presented with a lot of information, two things can happen. You can either be overwhelmed or you can be confused. But like we said earlier, I think it was with Aquarius, let's use this third option. Let's take a step back. Don't allow yourself to be confused. Don't allow yourself to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to take that step back. Use that third eye to get that perspective, that extra guidance that you need, and then speak and listen to kind of act how you need to accordingly.
I'm laughing because you just said use that third eye, and then I just pulled another chakra card, so it's like all aligned, but the Vishuddha. So this comes back to the throat again. So lots of throat energy happening.
Yeah. Throat, speaking out. All right, Geminis, I love y'all so much. You're my partner in air signs. Y'all also drive me batty. I say that. A lot of Geminis in my life. No shade to my Geminis, but like I have never met an astrological sign where it is two of the opposite people. And it's just so hilarious to me because it's like, I wonder what I'm like, oh, like my niece and my nephew are Geminis. I'm like, I wonder which Lillian or which Harrison I'm going to get. And you never know. And it's like the best part. They're the best party people ever. Because like, I don't know which party gets today. I love it. I love Geminis. I love you guys so much. So let's take a look at let's get a look at what's going on with you. Sorry, I just had to make sure I didn't do this on accident. You guys are getting the double whammy here on the third eye chakra. You're actually getting the entire third eye chakra card, which to me is calling that there may be some calcification that you may need to clear. How are you going to clear that? So, how do I basically, it's almost like having a magnifying glass, right? And it starts to get a little dusty, right? So you need to and clean it off so you can see clearly through that magnifying glass. How do you do that? Visualization. It's telling you to visualize. Okay. Visualization is one of the best ways to open your third eye chakra. This is about using your imagination. It's actually a lot about focus primarily because you have to be able to focus to be able to manifest because you have to experience the visualization in order to make it a reality. So focus in, use some visualization practices and techniques. Visualize, if I want to lose weight, visualize yourself as a skinny bitch. Make a vision board, a whole bunch of skinny bitches and go, hey, you know what? This is what I want. Okay. Visualization is going to be the best way to help you through whatever you need to navigate during September. What you got,
Love that. I got the Bhakti card from the yogic deck. I was feeling I needed to pull one of these first. And Bhakti is like a devotional practice. So it can be singing, it can be chanting, but to me, Bhakti is really like such a powerful way to access your third eye because it clears your head. It's like you move into this devotional experience of, you know, something beyond yourself. Yeah. And it allows you to just kind of clear those thoughts so that there is more, you know, more sense of clarity is really the word. You know, you have that sense of clarity, move the thoughts out so you can be more aligned to your higher power. So Bhakti is a great way to connect with your third eye.
So I'm asking, what is it about? Why did the double third eye? What is it about Geminis? What can you give me? What answers can you give me, Rebel Deck, about Geminis and their third eye? So it's saying some good is about to happen. However, some good stuff's about to happen. So let it come in. Visualize good things happening and it will happen. The only deterrent to that is you. Don't let your issues bleep it up. Okay? It's theirs. It's there for the taking. It's yours if you want it. If you've been asking for good stuff, if you've been asking to be a skinny bitch, and you got all your damn visualization up, and you visualize it every day, and you got your vision board. Don't go eat a whole little Debbie. That's not gonna help you get to be the skinny bitch. You are the only thing that's gonna mess that up. So, putting that into perspective.
That example is just killing me.
What you got for your other?
Okay. I am truly a leader in the world when I follow the guidance of my heart. And I think this is, it comes back to being in alignment, really, which is hard for Geminis because there are two sides of them. And I'm a Gemini moon. So I'm all love for Gemini. It is a huge part of who I am. And which is a huge part of both sides of me because I can fully be like that too. Yeah. But it's all about, following your heart. Therefore, you're more in alignment. You can connect through everything else.
Yeah. You got to see the skinny bitch to be the skinny bitch. Skinny bitch to be the skinny bitch.
And you got to know in your heart that you want to be that skinny bitch.
And it right? Heavy cakes down. Exactly. Mess that up. Okay. You guys, thanks for being in there. We've got two. Do we have two more? We just did Gemini, Cancer, Leo.
Yeah, we've got Cancer and Leo. Yeah.
Two more. So let's get into Cancer. Okay. So Cancer. Interesting. So you're getting sexuality, openness, beauty, sharing, and honor. This is all about, I'm trying to cover up her nippy. There we go. This is all about, again, that sacral chakra energy. Okay. Because again, our sacral chakra is our house of emotions, also our house of pleasure, right? So with the sexuality card, it's not necessarily saying go get felt up and go do the feeling. Okay. That's great though. I'm not going to judge you to do what you need to do. It is also, it's more about the intimacy that is behind the sexuality. It is about, to be intimate, you have to open, you have to share, you have to find beauty in it. Because if you're repulsed by the act of sexuality and being sexual and sex, you're not going to be open to it. So it's about opening, being there to share that experience. So what are some ways in your life that you need to treat something as it's a sexual object? So what does that mean? Is there something you're dreading? Is there something that you need to work on, but you're so closed off? You're having a hard time getting there. Almost, is there a goal you're having a hard time accomplishing? I hate to say it, almost objectify it as if it would be a sexual beast, because that will make you open to it. That will let your guard down. You will find beauty in it when you kind of look at it in this thing that you hold in the same beauty and light as you would a sexual partner or a sexual being. Okay, so it's about that openness, and it's about that honor and that sharing. Then you also are getting the root chakra with possessions, belongings, finances, assets. I just heard they do not own you. Ooh, let it go. Let it go. There's something that you're holding on to. I don't know why I'm hearing a car. Is there somebody who's like car? Not me, because I'm not a Cancer. So take this out. There's something like a car or something you're holding on to, and you're like, oh my God, I just gotta I need it to get through. I need this. And it's saying it's now owned you. You're obsessed over something. Nothing else will come to you if you're clinging. You gotta let it go so more things can come in. Very interesting. Okay. What you got, Lauren?
I love that. Okay. Nothing is more important than that I feel good. Don't do anything that you don't really want to do. Keep yourself in a place of feeling good. Reach for the thoughts that feel better and watch what happens. This really, to me, aligns to that sexuality card, because it's exactly what you said. Sexuality is not just about sex. It's that sensual ability to be in desire, and do things we desire, feel things we desire. And, it's a reframing of being in connection to the universe.
Yeah. You said that much more pleasantly than I did. I was like, how do I go there with this? And I was like, I should have just let Lauren say it.
No.
Okay. What came out? So I was trying to shuffle the Crystal Pyro Tarot, and a card flew out. So we're just going to go with it because that's what it's saying. The Lover's card. Okay. So I love this. It's about, I trust my knowing and I make a commitment. That partnership within yourself, trusting yourself, and then making that commitment to go forth and prosper. Okay.
I love that. I mean, like the lovers card with the sexuality and all that.
Like,
I mean,
lovers.
Yeah, right.
What you got? Hey boy, what you got?
Exactly. Yes.
I love it.
Oh my goodness.
You haven't.
So
Did you pull the yoga?
I pulled a different one. So why did you?
Go ahead. Did you pull the yoga deck? Go ahead.
I will on the next one now. Every choice is made from love or fear. And I think that is so related to the lover's card. There's like the masculine, the feminine, the sun, the moon, the yin, the yang, like the love, the fear, like they're, the opposite ends of the spectrum. And you have to keep moving back to that. What makes you feel good? What brings you that positive energy, that sexual energy, whether it's, actually sexual or not.
That's heavy for life though, because really that's true. Every decision you make is either made out of love.
Absolutely.
Or fear.
Absolutely. And there's so much fear right now. So I think we got to really work to stay in that place of love.
We do.
Yeah. Losing hurts too.
Last but not least.
Yes.
Evening. I hope you guys enjoyed your birthday cakes, all your goodies from last month. Last but definitely not least, we're looking at our Leos. So
definitely not least.
We are getting, first card you get for you guys is the heart chakra. This is about emotional balance. Okay. Stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. I'm fluidity. I'm going to be fluid. I see a stream and how the stream flows, and it bounces off one side, and then it goes down and it bounces off another. Streams are very rarely just straight. They move, they meander. That's emotions. That's how you need to view your emotional balance, Leo. It's something that meanders and moves. So therefore, don't be rigid, be fluid. Go with it. Okay. And then relationships, almost kind of like what I'm getting with Libra. How do your relationships define you, and how much weight and stock are you putting into those relationships? Are you feeling like you're having to manipulate somebody in order for them to hang out with you? Are you feeling like you're giving too much, appreciating you? Let's kind of take a look at how much weight you're putting on some of the relationships in your life, and how are they serving you and what you need from them. It's okay to be a little selfish and take a step back and go, is this relationship serving what I need in my life? There's nothing wrong with that. It's healthy. Nope.
Okay, I pulled from the yoga deck this time and I got Hanuman. So Hanuman he's like a warrior of love. So this is like fully connected. He is all about moving from his heart center and leaping forward with faith. So it's all about like moving from this faithfulness that when you're tuned into your heart, that you are going to move in the right direction. So I love Hanuman as a symbol. It's a beautiful card.
Let's get a spirit. Okay. Spirit animal or self-care?
Self-care.
Okay. Let's get a self-care for Leo. Self-care. And, come on. All right. Self-care for Leo. All are getting, it was like a specific card I wanted. Get your freak on. Sex.
No. Yes. So I have to say, but before you talk on this, I have to tell you that Venus is moving into Leo on the 6th, and that's like all about sex. So like that was the card that was meant to be pulled.
Have sex on Sunday.
Exactly.
Have sex on Sunday. There you go.
That's the answer. You're welcome, Leo.
Don't you come to me when you get, can you babysit my child that I had, that we christened on Sunday, September 6th, because you told me my self-care was to go have sex. You can drop your child off at my house, not pick your child up in the same condition in which you dropped it off. But go have sex responsibly.
Responsibly.
For
Oh my God, I'm laughing. The last card I pulled for Leo is the only thing love demands of me is my willingness to receive it. So man, these are all in alignment, like so in alignment.
I have so many things to say.
No, bring it.
I don't want to get thrown off the YouTube. So
receive it. That's all.
I'm a little jealous, actually.
I know, right?
I'm a little jealous. I'm like, oh, okay. Those are some good cards. I love it. This was fantastic.
So fun.
Made it go by so much faster, and I love just having. This was fun. I absolutely enjoyed it.
Fun. So fun. Love it.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you. It was awesome. And I love like the synergy. The cards were so aligned.
They're always on it. So
I know. It's
the universe.
The magic of the universe. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this so much. Larry, Girl, and Jace, my moderators. Thank you guys so much. Jace, thank you again for the super chat. Super made that generosity be returned to you immediately tenfold, my friend. So many fun chats and comments, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back next month. Same first week in October is the
I don't know.
of October. It's either going to be the 1st or the 8th.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to pick which one.
We'll talk. Yeah.
Figure out which one works. But
perfect.
We'll do Libra season. So semester. Oh, and Lauren, before head out, can you just go through again astrologically what's going to happen in September?
That's right. So, okay, well, I mentioned that Venus is moving into Leo, so this is a good time to consider that. Mercury is about to move into Libra. I think that's tomorrow, and that's all about balance. So it's a really good time for communicating from that place of balance, that awareness. The most important astrological information is that next week on the 9th, Mars is going retrograde. Mars goes retrograde for a little over a month, like a month and a half, and it only happens every 2 years. Mars is our body. Mars is also like the god of war, which I hate to like pull that, but it's a time to really like slow down physically and move conscientiously is what I would say. It doesn't mean anything bad's going to happen. It's just like Mercury. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means like before you speak, you're going to want to like choose your words. With Mars, it affects your body. So before you move your body, be conscientious of what's happening in your body. Know that because Mars is retrograde, that is going to stir some stuff up. I know, and everybody's like, well, everything's already stirred up. It's going to just take things to another level, but it's also giving people a chance to reflect. So when a planet is retrograde, we get to be more reflective. So keep that in your mind. I think that's the biggest thing. The other thing is that there's a new moon happening on the 17th in Virgo. And since we're in Virgo season right now, Virgo, first of all, any new moon is a good time to set intentions, but specifically Virgo is so powerful because it's super analytical and it's super, conscientious of moving forward. So if you want to set intentions, that is the time to do it. Is keep that in mind for the 17th, sit down and really just come up with some intentions for the coming few weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anytime a planet goes into retrograde, I'm like,
it happens all the time. Like right now, Jupiter's retrograde, but it's about to go back direct next week, which is good. We want Jupiter direct. So yeah, I know I'm with you. The retrogrades, but we have to learn. It's like we have to change our association to what a retrograde means. We have to just use those times to reflect in different ways. So
when you think of retrograde, think of reflection now.
Yes, exactly. I love that. Exactly. Yes.
Share Bear, you are so sweet. Thank you so much for the super chat. That was made that generosity be returned to you tenfold immediately. Thank you so very much for that. Ended on some retrogrades. Fantastic.
I know, right? But we have things moving forward too. So one's going retrograde, one's going forward, and there's
the yin and
that's exactly. That's right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in Saturday night for Miss Jace's debut at tea party. She'll probably be wearing some petty boots. Johnny from Taurus Apprentice will be joining her. So you guys tune in for that. Again, your proclivities to sensitivities probably should not show up on that stream. On that note, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for everyone
Yes, thank you.
who watched and tuned in and dropped comments and laughed. You guys keep us going. So I wish you all blessings and wellness, and we will see you guys on either the 1st or the 8th of October to kick off my birthday month.
Yes.
Oh, and Christine, oh my gosh, Christine, may that generosity be returned to you tenfold.
So awesome.
Just thank you guys so much for your generosity.
Best crew here.
Like I do this because you guys are just amazing.
So awesome.
You all humble me so very much.
Aww.
Thank you so much. Before I get emotional and start crying, you guys have a good night, and we will see you in a
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.